Hey there, village voyagers. Welcome back to Musicland Stories, the origin point for all music and adventure stories in the known universe, and some of the unknown ones. And we're here at the Musicland Concert Hall. I'm the Charmer, and I've been taking you and Guanina on a magical adventure through a big jungle mountain where every village, every clearing, every river and pond, every 8-legged creature, bird, woman, and child sings, dances, and marches to the beat of their own drum, or the strum of their own guitar. Last time, Guanina and Tainy met a bunch of capoeira-loving capybaras and helped some villagers by asking little old me to send a few lost beavers back to their natural habitat. All the while, Guanina's been learning more and more about the rich musical diversity the people in her village had been missing out on. And though she's been having a lot of fun and meeting all sorts of new friends, it's been about a week now, and Guanina was starting to miss home and her mom. As they walked together through the rainforest, under a light drizzle that cooled her skin and made Tiny's furry round exterior smell like a wet dog, she looked over at her friend.
Tiny, I think it's time for me to head back.
And maybe I'll miss you when you go.
You don't have to miss me. You could come with me. My village isn't very far from the edge of the forest, and I'll need someone to help me teach everyone about music, about making instruments. And yeah, I would miss you too.
You're not worried your mom will say you can't keep a giant stinky spider in your house?
I don't think she will. And you're not that stinky.
They shared a good laugh and were just starting to imagine their new life together back in the village when Guanina felt a few solid little taps on the top of her head. Then a few more. Then she started to think that maybe something else was falling from the sky. Not just the gentle drops of water, but also, well, she didn't actually know what would be raining down on her other than, rain. So she and Tiny looked up and saw that, indeed, there were other things falling from up above. Nuts and seeds, to be more precise. And they were falling out of the beaks of some very excited macaws.
Hey, you up there! Could you be a bit more careful when you eat? Hasn't anyone ever told you to chew with your mouth closed?
Tiny was yelling at the beautiful rainbow-colored birds. One of them swooped down.
Oh, I'm so very sorry. Our apologies, good sir.
This macaw was very formal.
We are just a bit flustered, if you will. We were getting ready for the most magnificent event of the year, and a smattering of howler monkeys has made off with our treasured instruments.
Oh, what instruments are those? I've got a couple of flutes with me that a friend of mine had given me. If it's really important, I could let you have them.
Guanina, ever the problem solver, wanted to help.
My dear child, I very much appreciate your most generous offer, but your flutes will do us no good. Alas, they are made to be played with puckered lips, and we macaws have none. No, our instrument, the maraca.
The maraca? What's that?
Tiny was curious.
It's a sort of rattle. We make them using hollowed-out gourds that we fill with nuts and seeds, and we hold them in our claws and shake them to make music. Every year we are honored guests at a night of 1,000 boleros.
Boleros?
Guanina asked.
Boleros are the symphony of romance. It is slow music to be danced in the arms of the one you love above all others. And the maraca provides the gentle beat that unites two hearts in one melody.
That sounds so very beautiful.
Guanina was awestruck by the macaw and her melancholy tale. The macaw continued.
After the theft of our maracas, we've been trying our best to make new ones. But there's just no time. The gala is tonight. We simply won't make it this year, much to the anticipated disappointment of our adoring devotees.
Is there anything we can do to help? I didn't catch your name.
Maruka.
I'm sorry. Did you say your name is Maraca?
No, Maraca is the instrument. I'm Maruka.
Gotcha. So, Maruca, the maraca playing macaw.
Guanina said, with a wink and a smile.
Yes, indeed.
And with that, they had made a new friend. As always, Guanina offered to help.
Let's get your maracas back.
We don't have time. This isn't the first time the monkeys have taken our instruments. They don't even know what to do with them. But they have never stolen them so close to our most cherished and annual event.
Still, Guanina replied, we can't just give up. Maybe if we chat with them, we can agree on a solution that works for everyone.
Convinced, Maruka led them through the jungle, following the trail of fallen seeds and nutshells. The sound of howler monkeys grew louder as they neared a grove of tall trees. There, high above, the monkeys were kicking around the maracas, tossing them between branches and causing a noisy ruckus.
They're not even using them to make music!
Tainy exclaimed, exasperated. Maruka sighed.
As I had anticipated, the maracas are made for our talent, not for their hands. They can't play them properly, so they just play with them instead.
Guanina watched the monkeys for a moment, seeing their 4 hands, an idea forming in her mind.
What if we modify the maracas so the monkeys can use them too?
Maruka tilted her head.
Modify them? How?
If we put a stick in the gourds, it'll be easier for the howler monkeys to hold and play them,
Guanina suggested.
That way, they can join in the music instead of just making noise.
Maruka brightened.
That could work. Let's talk to them.
They approached the base of the trees, and Guanina called up to the monkeys.
Hey, can we talk to you for a moment?
One of the howler monkeys, curious, swung down to their level.
Sure. What's up?
We see you found our maracas.
Maruka began gently.
They're special instruments for us, but we want to share them with you. We can make them so you can play them too.
The monkey looked at the maracas in his hand and frowned.
They don't work for us. They're made for birds, not monkeys.
That's why we'll add handles,
Guanina explained.
so you can hold them better and make music with us.
The monkey's eyes lit up.
Really? We'd love that.
The monkeys chattered excitedly at the idea, and the macaws seemed intrigued as well. Working together, they gathered more gourds and sticks. Guanina showed them how to attach the sticks to the gourds, creating handles that the monkeys could grip easily. It took some time and teamwork, but soon they had a collection of modified maracas. As the sun set, they made their way to the clearing, where the night of 1,000 Boleros was about to begin. The dance floor was set under the canopy of stars, decorated with hanging lanterns that cast a warm golden glow. People began to gather, their excitement palpable. As the music started, the monkeys and macaws took their positions. The macaws flew into the sky, a maraca in each of their 2 claws, while the monkeys swung from branches above, dangling from their tails, holding their new maracas in all 4 of their hands. The harmonious sound of the maracas from above blended with the melody of the boleros, creating a beautiful rhythmic backdrop for the dancers below. People in love swayed to the music, their movements graceful and synchronized. The macaws and monkeys played their hearts out, their newfound collaboration adding a unique charm to the evening. The dance floor was a sea of smiles, twirling dresses, and joyous laughter. Guanina and Tainy watched from the side, their hearts full.
We did it!
Guanina whispered, a tear of happiness in her eyes. Tainy nodded.
Yes, we did. And look how happy everyone is.
The night was a resounding success, a testament to the power of music and cooperation. The celebration lasted long into the night, the forest alive with the sounds of joy and unity. Guanina's heart swelled with pride and happiness, knowing she had played a part in bringing everyone together. As the last notes of the bolero faded into the night, Maruca flew down to Guanina and Tainy.
Thank you for your help. Tonight was a success because of you.
Guanina smiled.
It was our pleasure. I'm glad we could help.
Guanina is making quite a name for herself in the jungle. Her quick thinking had just saved another celebration from imminent disaster. You can't have boleros, much less 1,000 boleros, without the soothing rhythmic beat of the maraca. And now, there were so many more macaw claws and little monkey hands at the ready to make beautiful music together. What will Guanina be up to next time? Her adventure is almost nearing its end, so she's got to start heading back, unless she gets sidetracked again. And I can't wait to see what people in her village will think when she reveals to them that the mountain, far from being a dangerous place, was actually home to the most amazing music they never knew existed. We're about to find out together. So until then, Charmer out. Musicland Stories is a collaboration between Starglow Media and Double Elvis. Executive producers from Double Elvis are Jake Brennan and Brady Sadler. Executive producers from Starglow Media are Jed Baker and Agarinesh A. Palmer. This episode of Musicland Stories was written by Armando Valdez Prieto. Alessandro Santoro is our showrunner. Narration by me, Nikki Lynette. Original score by Jonathan Warman. Story editing by Zeph Lundy. An episode mix by Matt Tahaney. Grown-ups, you can find more ad-free audio fun for the whole family by subscribing to Starglow Plus on Apple or wherever you listen to podcasts.